Luis Suarez kicked the ball underneath Neymar while he was trying to tie his shoe. Then, Neymar got kind of heated from his actions. After scoring a goal, this football player ran towards his fans to celebrate, only to find out later that it was actually an offside. The look on his face was simply priceless. This car crash is truly a once-in-a-lifetime incident. Somehow one of the race cars drives over and on top of another car and just stays there. Truly a crazy accident. This basketball player learned his lesson when he started celebrating too early, thinking he certainly scored, but the ball went out of the hoop. This pole jumper breaks the pole in half as he tries to clear 5.75 meters in height. He then suffers some painful recoil in his hands.
Right at the crucial part, obviously, when the stress is on the pole. There he goes. Luckily, the forward momentum.
The basketball player James Harden gets mad and hits himself with the ball by accident due to missing the shot just seconds before the buzzer.
Harden just lost the man.
NBA player Mike Scott crashed into some fans in the audience in an effort to keep the ball in play. Right then, he decided to drink water from one of the fans who was holding up a cup.
Yeah, Mike was on those good Atlanta teams coming off the bench when Coach Bud was there. But this, you're hoping, you don't get a bit.
At a baseball game, a ball was supposed to be given to this little girl, but it turned out that some kids snatched the ball from her instead, leaving her in disappointment. A basketball player overjumped and caught himself going through the basketball hoop and going all the way in. Prince Fielder, the professional baseball player, races to the railing and tries to grab a foul ball. And right then and there, he decided to grab some nachos from a fan at the same time.
Can't get there. He was the closest. Let's see. He sure did. Took one of that man's nacho. He didn't dip it in the cheese though.
The boxer Manny Pacquiao and Joshua Clottey couldn't stop laughing during a stare down before a match. The tennis player Caroline Wozniacki gets her hair stuck around the racket during a match, which made her lose a point. These hockey fans fight their hardest over a hockey stick that was thrown into the audience. An elderly man in particular just couldn't let go of it.
In the souvenir, which starts a little bit of a Donnybrook in the seats here, to say the least. So we'll let them settle it.
It's like Sir Lancelot's sword.
Oh my.
That's how popular this guy is, and he was the runaway first star.
This Nigerian long jump athlete's wig accidentally falls off her head while she was performing her long jump, which led her jump to being much shorter. Basketball player Kevin Love got a ball thrown at his face by his fellow teammate J.R. Smith, and his reaction was hilarious.
But they've come together and they've bounced back. I love how J.R. Smith quickly responds and Kevin Love going down hard.
Out to Love for three.
A great call by Mike Brady.
Usain Bolt was at it again when he ran too fast that he couldn't stop himself from crashing into a flower girl. This ball boy accidentally runs into the wall while running back to the post. The impact was so loud that even the player looked back to see what happened. So Neymar spots a giant moth on top of another player, Dani Alves. He quickly flicks it off his head with a hilarious reaction. Here's a squirrel making a touchdown at this football game. Everyone seemed to be entertained by what happened. This female referee pretends to give a player a card during a game, but instead she wipes her face with a tissue. The reaction of the players were hilarious. Neymar eggs one of his friends on his birthday and they all teamed up against him and threw many food items at him. The tennis player Rafael Nadal was not amused when a bird interrupted one of his tennis matches.